Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another final pour episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. It's always rough coming in on the tail end of things, but hey, sometimes that's where everything really comes to a head. Anywho, if you're a returning viewer, always glad to see you. Come back in and let's get it on, shall we? Let's get it on. So this is the Milagro. There we go. This is a Milagro Tequila Reposado. It is 100% de agave. We're learning more and more about tequila, and just as we start getting a foothold in the world and headspace of tequila, what do? We jump into mezcal. That's right. We jump in the deep. We jump in the deep end of the mezcal, espadín, some seriously heavy, refined. Not just I'm talking about the libation, but the whole ordeal of the mezcal. So there's a government warning. We don't need all that. We're just going to get down to some nitty gritty, maybe some decent stuff worth knowing. There's not a whole lot. It's a fairly recognizable bottle. Those are the tall ones. This is a 375. 750s are even taller. That's a really tall bottle. That's unnecessarily tall, but I guess it works for some people. So cork pop. Oh, that was weak. Synthetic cork, but you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and get this final pour on, shall we? And yeah, go ahead, just do it. It will do a handstand. I'll let that. Yeah. So, Mr. Randy does a 3-part series in his reviews process. Episode 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first expressions with you my first impressions with you, because that's what we do here. Part 2, full review time. Halfway down the bottle, we cork it, we put it back on the shelf, we let it sit. Well, 375s we let sit for a week to a week and a half. Those are about equivalent ratios for this full 750s. Okay. And then we drink it. I go online while it sits on the shelf. I get some information, something I could talk about. We come back, we talk about it. I score it. I continue to drink it because part 3, final pour episode up here, or it's the bottom, all the way down. Share the space. Part 3, final pour, thusly named. We have that final pour compared to the first pour off the rip and everything in between. Milagro Reposado. So here's the thing about tequila. I'm learning more and more about tequila, where it comes from, what it's made of, how it's produced, what are the rules, laws, you know, how do people feel about it. And it's just like bourbon. You know, they're pretty heavy onto, you know, of how they're dealing with the bourbon, with the tequila, I'm sorry. And yeah, there are agave. That's just, agave is like a bush. There are so many agaves out there, variations to it, which can change the flavor characters of the libation. But they're only allowed to use a certain type of agave for tequila. Now, there's other plants in the same like family tree as agave, and that's what they use in the mezcals. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let it all ride on black right here, because I'm going to tell you that this is not additive free, my friends. No, because the nosing character, still strong, still agave, still sweet, vanilla, caramel. That's glycerin talking right there, baby. That is glycerin. Anytime you have from top to tail, when you have it hold steady with barely a step down of your nosing characters, that's a dead giveaway. That is a dead giveaway. Now, this bottle has been sitting on the shelf. It's for 2 weeks. I know I usually say from a week to 1.5 weeks, but I've had other things I've had to do, and we had to get to those first. So this one got pushed way to the back of the shelf. And yes, it got forgotten about. Just for a few days, past the time I thought I was going to do it. But hey, we're here now. Yeah, glycerin. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate and verify. Yep. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not going to knock it not one bit for using glycerin. It's a food additive. It's like when you cook and you add certain things, you add oils and you add spices, you're enhancing it. As long as they don't put additive free or try and act like it's one, I'm cool. Just like that painted donkey. If you haven't watched that video because you're new, or maybe if you're returning and you still haven't done it, maybe you're not into tequila, maybe this is your first tequila video, check out that painted donkey. That's going to give you a lot more insight into additives and whatnot and why it makes a difference. Plenty of tequila out there that are pure, like the Lalo. That Lalo is L-A-L-O. Lalo is pure, and you could taste it. And it makes all the difference. However, it's not so bad to have additives, as long as you're not adding like radioactive materials or lead or anything from China at this moment. Probably bleep that out. Let's go ahead and get this next one on. It is a beautiful tequila. You can see it's got some pretty decent viscosity. Hold on. There we go. It takes a little encouragement. It's very tasty. It's very bolstering of vanilla and caramel with some white pepper and spiciness. It's all good. It's very rounded. It's very rounded. And that comes easily when you add glycerin. It's like the glue, the adhesive. It holds it all together and it holds it all steady and it holds it all the way through the bottle. Like I said, I'm not knocking it. As long as they don't be like trying to say, hey, we're additive free too. There's plenty of those guys on the list. And we know you're on that list. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so while you're there. That way you can tell the algorithm what you want to watch, because this is your world, baby. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this finish on. That is pretty easy for tequila. That is pretty easy. It is 40% alcohol by volume. There's nothing wrong with this one. There are so many bottles of this quality and this price range. How would I compare it to every other one? I probably wouldn't even try. Completely honest. I probably would never buy this again, because I know for a few dollars more I can get some better quality stuff. And it's not about the additives. It's not about the glycerin or anything of that. It's just this is I would say a pretty standard, easy going tequila. Not bad. I don't feel any kind of way about having it, or drinking it, or saying it was pretty good, because it is. On the finish, it's, the glycerin is holding everything together. It's holding everything steady, so it's pretty much balanced all across the palate. You are getting some heat in the background. The heat finally started kicking in. It's not going to reach a 2. It's not going to reach a 2 out of 5, but it is back there, and it is letting you know it's back there. I'm getting some cheeks and jowls action and some gums. Not really much going on with the lips, but that's okay. We get plenty of lip action off of other bottles. Yeah, so definitely detecting glycerin, but that's okay. I mean, if that's the thing that bothers you, yeah, you might want to skip it, okay? But that's fine too. So, yeah, I guess that's that. We're going to have a little bit longer on this finish, mostly in the background and the sides, but that's fine. We'll hold on to that. I'm not going to hold on to you. In the comment section, let me know where you're at in the world. What are you drinking currently? And if there's anything special going on in the world of libation around you, go ahead and hit me up in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Milagro. Let's talk about tequila. Let's talk about wine and spirits. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. We'll say it's okay. And if you want to drink it, drink it.